hello people, welcome. Today I'm going to tell you this story that is so full of tragedy. Oh, it's so full of pain and betrayal and deceit. Imagine there is this huge factory that has excelled in making a very sophisticated and complex product with state-of-the-art machinery, bread. And hence, you see, bread is so important to it that it uses it as its resource, not only just resource, but also as its currency. And since bread is so important to it, there exist mechanisms to protect this recipe from being changed in what manner. Now, the workers in this factory, they have only one job. They just imagine them as robots. These robots have only one job, that is to follow whatever is written in this recipe, whatever it is. This point will come later. This point will become much more important later, so I hope you guys remember it. Now, every single thing is going perfect until the villain of this story pops up, the master saboteur. As soon as this entity pops up into picture, it, by some very complex mechanisms, it invades right inside the cell and destroys this recipe. For it prefers something much more fancy. It does not like bread at all. It hates it so much. I hope it stays. It wants cake. It hates bread so much, it just wants cake. And hence it replaces this recipe with cake. And when the imposter does that, all of the workers, they start making cake because that's their job. And hence this factory keeps on getting filled with cake. Oh, there's cake everywhere. And as you may remember, that the company literally strives off of bread. Anything else than bread, not acceptable. This factory gets filled with bread so much that a point comes quite literally when it gets so filled with cake that it bursts out open and all of the cakes, they just go flying out and open, spreading everywhere. Now, why this story is important? Because you all have just seen how this factory, our cells, get infected by this intruder that is called virus. Now, what virus does is very similar to this. It invades right into our cells and destroys our recipe, which is our genome, and replaces it with its own. So our cell, the factory, starts making more and more viruses, as we see in this case, cake. There, inside of the cell, at one point comes when the viral particles get so numerous that the cell literally explodes, and hence you all have just witnessed quite literally how viruses make babies. Thank you.